Welcome to another Java tutorial. We're starting chapter 5, so you should make a new package to do these figures. Now that you've used loops a little bit, let's go into more detail. So a while statement requires while, and it requires a condition. And the complete while statement has a statement following that's going to be executed. So a common error is for people to enter a semicolon after the while. You must remember that while includes a statement afterwards. And if you put a semicolon here, it means that your statement is null. This is the complete statement that is part of the while statement. And remember that if you need multiple statements, you should enclose them in curly brackets. When you're a beginner programmer, it's good to print out your loop counter in the loop to verify that it's giving you the values that you want. Typically, even with experienced programmers, there is an off by one error for loops. So you might start too early, you might end too early, or you might do one extra loop that you're not expecting. So printing out the loop counter will help you verify your code. So let's run this program. It shouldn't be a big surprise for the results. Since we're doing a printf and we don't have a /n here, it prints out all the numbers on one line. So it starts at 1 and does the loop including 10. It stops when it's 11 because 11 does not fit this condition. So let's look at another way to form a loop. This loop is a little bit more compact. It's all in one statement. So we have the initializer, the condition, and the loop increment or decrement statement all built into one line. That makes it convenient so that you don't forget to increment or decrement your counter. And if we compare the code, you can see that it's shorter and hopefully easier to understand because the initialization, the condition, and the increment are all on one line. It makes it easier to verify your loop. Okay, let's run this one. And it prints out exactly the same thing. It only requires 2 lines of code versus 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of code. With the for loop, since we declare counter in the loop statement, it's not available to use outside of that loop. That's why I'm getting an error here. If you wanted to preserve this variable outside the loop, you would have to declare it before the for statement. And let's run this. Okay, so now it prints 11. And because the for loop ends when counter is 11, that's why when we print counter at the end here, it's 11. So if you want access to the loop, please declare it outside the loop. If you declare it in the loop, it only exists in the loop. And just like the while loop, the complete for statement includes the loop condition plus an extra statement. So it would be a mistake to add a semicolon here. If I run this, prints 11, 11. So remember that the for loop requires a statement to make it complete. And now if we run it, it will actually execute this statement. When you put a semicolon here, it executes a null statement, which means it does nothing. And that completes this lesson.